Hello, I'm taking you through a full day of eating today. I get asked all the time what I eat, what are high protein meal ideas, high protein snack ideas. So I wanted to just take you along with me. I am a mom of 2 under 2, so things are busy. I run my business from home with my babies, so definitely planning ahead works for us best. My husband works long hours outside of the house, so planning some meals ahead, prepping some foods ahead definitely help us stay on track. But either way, this can open your eyes to some high protein meal ideas. Most people, when they're starting their health and fitness journey, are struggling with hitting protein. I was once there too, until I started tracking my food and learning what I was putting into my body. I was under eating protein as well. So hopefully this can open your eyes, give you some good meal ideas, give you some tips and tricks that work for me. And then if you have questions along the way, let me know. So let's get into it. Starting with water. So many of my clients, when they get started with me, are way under on their water also. So make sure you're drinking your water. I recommend 20 ounces first thing when you get up. I know you may have to delay your coffee 2 minutes, but get in your water. I have so many people that are like, oh, I didn't drink my first sip until 1 p.m. That is not ideal. If you have health and fitness goals and just health goals, drink your water. Get up, drink your water. I recommend at least 100 ounces for everyone. I know it sounds insane. You can work your way up slowly. Just get there. My husband and I have been doing this juice for a couple months now, just first thing in the morning, not like a crazy juice where you drink juice and don't eat. Just drinking juice first thing in the morning, it makes us feel good. There's a ton of fruits and vegetables and a couple fruits in here with like ginger and turmeric. I think I'm saying those correctly. So yeah, this is what I start with every morning outside of the mornings that it's not made. It actually tastes really good. This is just something we have, again, if it's prepped and made. Making it and using the juicer is a process, and the juicer is not fun to clean. So when I do make it, it makes 12 servings. So it lasts my husband and I each 6 days, and then we remake it and go from there. I am now making my protein coffee. I have this every single day, even when I travel. It's actually really nice when I travel because, you know, getting in protein while traveling is a little more difficult. So I pour the coffee, I cool it with milk. You don't need much, just a splash. But regardless of the quality of protein, it can scorch the protein and make it clumpy. So just cool it off first so it's not too hot. I use a low temperature processed protein. This makes it to where it's much better quality, better on the stomach. It's just literally made at a lower temperature over a longer period of time. So it's just better quality. It doesn't lead to that like uncomfortable gas, bloat, gritty, nothing. It's so good, such a good texture. I'll show you. And then collagen. This has multiple different sources of collagen, so the amino acid profile in it is just so much better for utilizing the amino acids, and it has dermavol in it, which is really, really good for your skin elasticity. It's also tastes amazing. I actually started using this probably 4 years ago. My knees were bothering me. I tore my ACLs like a long time ago in high school, and my knees were just bothering me. I couldn't even go on a jog, and literally I've been using this ever since. At that time, they didn't have flavored, and I still just use it for the benefit. Now I love the benefit and I love the taste. It is so good, so smooth and creamy. I'm gonna shift the camera just so I can show you what the actual texture looks like. If you are a coffee drinker and you like your cream and sugar, I highly recommend switching it up for this. It's a great way to start your day with 40 grams of protein. After I mix it, I top it with coffee just because it's hard to froth it if it overflows. And then I top it with Cool Whip. This is not the healthiest thing, but life is short. So I'm having breakfast casserole. My husband and I make this all the time. It's high protein, delicious, and we just don't get sick of it. And then some strawberries and kiwi. I actually cut one piece up to give to my daughter as well. She's a little hit or miss with This, she might pick out the Canadian bacon that's in there. So we'll see how she does. Can you say thank you? What? You're silly. What are you doing? Is it yummy?
Yeah.
Yeah, yummy. Day not going as planned. I was driving to the gym to get in a workout. Got there, was there for about 5 minutes, and then the daycare staff called us in. They were working on something in the gym and it smelled like burnt rubber. So the daycare staff was concerned about the kids breathing it in. Rightfully so, but definitely a bummer, especially because that gym is a 20-minute drive there, just to be there for 5 minutes and then drive 20 minutes home. But in times like this, try to just focus on what you can control. Try not to let these things drive you crazy. It's one day, and I would still really like to get in a lift, so I'm definitely still going to try to, but this just happens at times and we just can't control everything like we want. So normally I would be drinking my post-workout right now on my way home from the gym after working out. Instead, I now need to eat again and then work out. So next up, lunch. Lunchtime, chicken, green beans, and rice. I know people don't want to eat chicken and rice with a vegetable. Yeah, right? I don't mind it. My husband doesn't mind it. It's lunchtime, we're busy. He's about to nap, my older one is napping. This is just time when I try to get other things done, and it tastes good week after week, to be honest with you. That's what we're doing. If you want some details on how we cook our foods, what we do to make things taste good, I'll be doing a full meal prep video next week, so subscribe so you can get notified and stay tuned for that one. But I'll just be going through the meals and the recipes that we're making, tips and tricks on what we make and how they still taste good throughout the week, and just different tips I've learned over the years of meal prepping. So I'm gonna go eat this. So this is my second Hydro Jug. I have one of these every morning, no matter what, every morning. I have to finish one of these before I have my morning coffee, and then I have to drink another one before I have my early afternoon energy drink. So those are the standards I set for myself just to make sure it happens, because the last thing I wanna be doing is playing catch up later. And then I drink at least 3 of these a day. So 120 ounces, sometimes it's 3.5, 4, it just depends on the day, but I make sure no matter what, I get in at least 3. Hydration is so important. So many people are like, water, going to the bathroom more. That's not a bad thing also, by the way. And you can do it first thing before your coffee. You may not want to, but you should. And once, again, habits are habits. Once you start forming that habit of just making it a priority, taking it with you everywhere you go, you will start drinking more and you will start feeling better. So make it a priority, drink your water. Not my best workout, but I'm in a little bit of a hurry before I have a call to jump on. So I wanted to show you my post-workout recovery stack. This is a fast digesting protein, creatine, and a fast digesting carb. It's important to make sure you're recovering properly after a workout and getting in protein and carbs. People ask often, why does the Ignition have carbs? Because it is a fast digesting carb source. So the problem with just taking a protein after is typically there's not enough protein to shuttle to the muscles, because the protein replenishes the energy that we have depleted. So make sure you're pairing it with a fast digesting carb, so that way the carb replenishes the energy you have depleted, which is your glycogen, after a workout, and then the protein shuttles to the muscles. I've been asked a lot of different questions about this stack over the years. Well, what about if I eat this and this before? Regardless of what you do before, although I do recommend having something in your system before you strength train, this is the post-workout recovery you want to take after. Regardless, mix it with water only. It's meant to digest quickly, stops muscle breakdown, begins muscle repair, brings your body from that muscle breakdown state that we are in while we are strength training back to a fat burning state as fast as possible, which I think everyone is wanting to do that. So I'm gonna go drink this and get on my call. This is also so delicious. Like, people are hesitant because it's mixed with water. I already explained why it's mixed with water, because again, we don't want to slow the digestion by mixing it with milk or anything, but it is seriously so good. I'll put the link down below to the whole stack, but it seriously is something I look forward to after every single workout. So I'm another 40 ounces down of water, so 80 ounces for the day so far. So I'm gonna have my energy drink and fill this up. Something I also recommend doing, a little water tip, is as soon as you drink one full one, fill it up right after. fill it up right after, because before you know it, you're running around the house doing things and it's been empty for a while. So fill it up right after you drink it, even if you're gonna take a little break. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm actually getting dinner together now for later. We won't be eating for a little while, but nights have been really busy, so trying to cook and get food together all at once has been a lot. So I at least want to get the sides prepared just so it's a little bit easier. I'm sure a lot of you parents can relate to that. So I have red skin potatoes cooking now. They're getting a little crispy, but you know, they're good that way. I'm also going to cut some Brussels. So I have 2 bags of Brussels that I'm going to cut up and cook now. And this is actually enough sides to last us for tomorrow night too. So keep in mind, meal prepping doesn't have to be you prepping for Monday through Friday. It can be you just cook extra one night for the next night, just to make your life a little bit less stressful. So it is snack time. I just want to say, first of all, having these rice cakes on hand are amazing. You can make them sweet, salty. There's so much you can do with them. So I just want to show you what I made. It's a rice cake with Greek yogurt on it. The Greek yogurt, I put some seasoning on there, and then I put raspberry barbecue chicken Just Meats on top. Just Meats is a meat that you can order and it gets delivered to your door pre-cooked. So you just heat it up in a pan with sauce for 2 minutes. I'll leave my discount code for that below if you want to check it out, but it has literally saved us. So this is left over from last night. So I just added it on top, but I'll go into a little bit more detail when we make dinner, because we'll be making our dinner meat with Just Meats, a different one as well. So it is amazing. Literally, like, especially when we became parents of 2 under 2, not only do we not have as much time with just schedules being a little bit more all over, but we just truly don't want to spend that much time in the kitchen anymore. So yeah, it's been great. Starting the meat for dinner, Just Meats Texas pulled pork. This is one of my favorites. My absolute favorite might be the brisket, but this one is so good. And it's just something different. So comes pre-packaged just like this. You literally throw it in a pan and cook it for a couple minutes and it's done. And then you throw the sauce on it. Everyone comes with a sauce. Just super clean ingredients. This one is pork renderings, water, carrot, celery, onion, salt, pepper. Like, just super clean meat, clean ingredients. So I'm gonna cook this up, throw this on, and then put it with the potatoes and Brussels I made earlier. So wrapping up, we are about to have a Ninja Creamy. I made this a few hours ago, so it'll probably be more like a milkshake consistency, but keep in mind, you don't have to make your Ninja Creamies 24 hours before. So yeah, and I used the same whole milk that I used earlier, Fairlife, in my coffee, and the same protein. So that is linked below for you. If you have any questions, let me know. And then this is my last container of water. So I've had 3 of these, and then I'll kind of finish out whatever I feel like drinking for the rest of the night until I go to bed. So don't forget to subscribe for next week. I'll be doing like a full meal prep, start to finish, how we plan it out, shop, actually cook the meals, and share some recipes with you. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. If you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I wanted to close this out with a separate video because evenings are a little bit busy with my husband and the babies and getting everybody to bed. But I just really wanted to emphasize the importance of not comparing the amount of food and exactly what everybody else is eating to your journey. So I did not create this full day of eating for like, okay, she's eating this to see results, I need to eat this. Everyone's caloric intake and macronutrients are different. So if you see somebody on social media doing a full day of eating, this does not mean that just because this person sees results with this amount of food that you have to do that as well. Everyone's needs are different. I see a lot of full days of eating and I've been asked about them, so I wanted to create it for myself, but I do not like seeing people eat 2 tiny meals and 1 tiny snack in a day. And then that portrays that, so that's what I have to do to see results. Please make sure you are seeking help if you need it. I have a free macro download. You can have it. It's a PDF. It gives you all the tips and tricks of what macros are, why they're important, some meal ideas, things like that. And then if you feel like you need more in-depth help and you need custom macros for yourself, let me know. Every single person that comes into my app gets custom macros because they are custom. They need to be custom for you and your goals and your lifestyle. So Please just know this is meant to inspire you, give you ideas, give you tips and tricks, but not to make you feel like I'm doing this, so you must do this. We are all different. So please stay, subscribe if you found this helpful, like if you found this helpful, and leave any comments below of anything you want to see more of or any questions that you have, because it will just help me help you. So thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.